Hey, football fans. Welcome back to the channel. If you're here, you've got the same burning curiosity about all things NFL as I do. And trust me, today's topic is a big one. So, if you love juicy NFL takes, a little drama, and a lot of football talk, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up, and share it with your friends. Trust me, they won't want to miss this one. Alright, let's dive right into it. NFL legend Mark Schlereth has dropped a bombshell this week. And it involves none other than the Chiefs head coach Andy Reid and his quarterback Patrick Mahomes. Yes, you read that right. Schlereth is pointing the finger at Andy Reid for Patrick Mahomes' recent ankle injury. So, what's going on here? Why is Schlereth throwing Reid under the bus? Let's break it down. Okay, let's rewind to Sunday, December 15th. The Kansas City Chiefs were absolutely cruising against the Cleveland Browns, up 21-7 in the fourth quarter. Everything was looking peachy for the Chiefs, until Patrick Mahomes goes down with a high ankle sprain. The two-time MVP had to leave the game, and backup QB Carson Wentz stepped in to finish it off for the Chiefs. The good news? The Chiefs still came away with the W. The bad news? Mahomes' injury, which has now put his status for the upcoming game against the Houston Texans in serious question. Here's where things get spicy. Mark Schlereth, former NFL guard and all-around football legend, is calling out Andy Reid for his decision-making during the game. On the Rich Eisen Show, Schlereth raised an eyebrow and asked a big question. When you're up 21-0, why are you still throwing the ball? I mean, fair point, right? You're up by 2 touchdowns. The game is under control. And then boom, Mahomes gets hurt. Schlereth is wondering if Reid's pass-happy offense, especially when they're leading, is the real problem. According to Schlereth, Reid has a history of shying away from the run game. He wants to win the way I want to win, as Schlereth put it. And honestly, that's been a bit of a theme with Reid throughout his career. Especially when they lost the Super Bowl to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers a couple of years ago. Schlereth goes even deeper, criticizing the decision-making given the Chiefs' shaky offensive line this year. At the time of Mahomes' injury, the Chiefs were already on their 4th offensive left tackle, 4th. And yet, they're still chucking the ball like it's the first quarter of the Super Bowl. That's a bold move, right? And here's the kicker. Schlereth's got a point. It's one thing if you have a solid offensive line, but if you're having to shuffle around O-linemen and you've got a lead, maybe it's time to switch gears, control the clock, and run the ball a little more, especially with your quarterback's health on the line. But Reid didn't do that. And now here we are with Mahomes nursing a potentially serious injury. Now, let's take a moment to talk about the injury itself. Patrick Mahomes described the play that led to his high ankle sprain. He was trying to extend the play on a 4th down, scrambling up the pocket when he was hit both from behind and high by Browns defensive tackle Mike Hall. It was one of those awkward football moments where everything just gets scrunched together in a way that leaves you wincing. And I'm sure Mahomes was, too. Despite the injury, Mahomes said he felt like he could have finished the game if the circumstances were different. He also admitted that sometimes these things happen in football, and it's part of the game. But here's the thing. Mahomes also expressed that he's going to do whatever it takes to get back on the field. Which is typical Mahomes, right? The guy is like a warrior out there. But here's the real question. Will Mahomes be ready for Saturday's game against the Houston Texans? That's the big one. The Chiefs need Mahomes for their playoff push, and they're hoping that his ankle injury isn't too severe to keep him off the field. But with Reid's offense relying so heavily on Mahomes' arm and mobility, you have to wonder if the Chiefs should consider resting him. After all, if Mahomes goes down again, especially in a meaningless game against a struggling Texans team, how much worse would that make things for the Chiefs in the long run? And while Carson Wentz did his job and helped the Chiefs close out the victory, we all know Wentz isn't exactly Mahomes. No offense to Wentz, but he's no Super Bowl MVP. So the Chiefs will be holding their breath as they wait for more updates on Mahomes' ankle. Alright, football fam, what do you think? Is Andy Reid to blame for Mahomes' injury? Did he over-rely on the passing game when the run was the safer option? Or is Schlereth just overreacting? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I love hearing from you guys. And I'm sure there are some strong opinions on this one. Before you go, make sure you like this video. Hit that subscribe button if you're not already part of the crew. And share it with your friends who need a good football discussion in their life. Stay tuned for more updates on Mahomes, Reid, and the Chiefs as we head into the final stretch of the season. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Until then, stay safe, stay passionate, and as always, let's talk some football. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're ready for some wild football drama today. Because we've got some crazy behind-the-scenes action from the Kansas City Chiefs game against the Cleveland Browns, and trust me, you do not want to miss this. So, let's set the scene. It's Sunday, December 15th, and the Chiefs are squaring off with the Browns in a game that's already heated. Patrick Mahomes, our two-time MVP, is doing his usual magic, throwing lasers, evading defenders, looking like a superhero. But then, boom, an ankle injury happens that has fans everywhere on the edge of their seats. And folks, it wasn't just a scary injury, it led to a little sideline drama between Mahomes and none other than coach Andy Reid. Here's what went down. Mahomes, in the fourth quarter, is playing through pain like the warrior he is when out of nowhere. Cleveland defensive tackle Dalvin Tomlinson comes in from behind. And bam, Mahomes goes down. But wait, that wasn't the worst part. As Mahomes gets hit from behind, another Browns player, Mike Hall, smacks him up top. Yikes, it's like a double whammy of bad luck. And just like that, Mahomes is on the ground, in pain, and the game changes. But here's the kicker. Mahomes didn't want to leave the game. Oh, no. According to coach Andy Reid, Mahomes was ready to fight him to get back in the game. Yeah, you heard that right. Mahomes wanted to go full on Rocky Balboa and keep playing. I mean, the guy's competitive, we get it, but Coach Reid, being the wise and seasoned coach that he is, knew better. He pulled Mahomes out and sent in Carson Wentz, the veteran QB, to finish things up. And here's the thing, Reid wasn't having it. He said, Mahomes wanted to fight about it, but we've got good support behind him with Carson. It was good to get him a few reps, too. And let's be real, Reid wasn't wrong. The Chiefs' defense and Wentz did their job. And the team went on to win 21-7. I mean, talk about handling business like a pro, right? Now, let's pause here for a second. I know what you're thinking, but wait, Mahomes could have stayed in the game, right? Well, Reid also mentioned that Mahomes probably could have continued if the game was closer. But since the Chiefs were ahead, there was no need to risk it. Smart move, Coach Reid. But let's get back to Mahomes. After the game, the man himself was seen being carted off the field, looking like a true warrior. Now, don't get too worried though, turns out. Mahomes avoided a major disaster. His ankle wasn't broken, hallelujah, right? It's just a sprain. And he was already talking about how he could be back in action next week. That's Mahomes for you, no drama. Just the guy who always finds a way to bounce back. Mahomes even said, "It's hard to say right now. You still have the adrenaline going. But I feel like I could have finished the game if the circumstances were different." And that, my friends, is the heart of a champion. He's already thinking ahead to the next challenge, as the Chiefs prepare to face the Houston Texans next Sunday. Now, let's break down the injury itself. Mahomes explained that he was just trying to make a play. It was a fourth down situation. He was trying to move up in the pocket and make something happen when boom. He felt a hit from behind. That's when his ankle got rolled up on, classic football move. But painful nonetheless. Still, Mahomes is tough, and he tried to get back up. But the pain was too much. But here's the fun twist. Mahomes admitted that he probably would have fought a little bit harder if the Browns had made it a one-score game. But Wentz and the defense were just too solid. And the Chiefs wrapped up that win. Talk about trust in your backup. Huh? And, let's be honest, Carson Wentz stepped up. He didn't come in with no game plan, he kept the ball moving, drained the clock, and made sure the Chiefs didn't lose their momentum. Mahomes was all about that. I have a lot of trust in Carson. He did a great job moving the football. That's what you call teamwork. People. Oh, and did I mention that this win brought the Chiefs to 13-1? Yep, they've got the best record in the NFL right now. And it's looking like they're ready to take on anyone. So, even with Mahomes possibly dealing with an ankle injury, it's clear, the Chiefs are stacked. And they've got the support system to keep on winning. Alright, folks, that's the inside scoop for today. What do you think? Are you ready to see Mahomes back in action next week against the Texans? I know I am, but I've gotta ask. Do you think Mahomes would have really gone full-on fight mode with Coach Reid? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Before I go, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed today's video. Oh, and share this with your friends, because, come on, who doesn't want to hear about Patrick Mahomes almost throwing down with his own coach?